Hey everybody, it's your bro Luke Feece, back at you with another video. Today, I'm gonna make a short film. Recently, I made new channels for all of my different hobbies. I made Feece Films, Feece Radio, Feece Toons, and Luke Feece Games. You might be wondering, what's gonna be on Feece Studios? Well, I'm gonna post all my tutorials and behind the scenes stuff on Feece Studios. So in this video, I'm gonna go behind the scenes on making a short film for my new channel, Feece Films. So let's just get into it. Hey everybody, it's your bro Luke Feece, back at you with another tutorial video. I'm gonna go onto a software called Celtic. Okay, so maybe this isn't the actual Celtic. I got a free version off the internet. This does cost money. I found a free version off the internet. Anyways, I'm gonna start a new film because today I'm gonna make a short film. And so let's start with the script. I am gonna write a script. And I had an idea, but I thought it was pretty stupid where I'm sitting on the couch and I get attacked by aliens. But what if we make something more relevant? So when you start a script, this is the professional way to write a script. Basically, we're gonna start with the scene heading. And when you write the scene heading, let's say it's inside, right now I'm inside my house. If the location of the scene is inside, you would write INT for interior. See how it kind of like already has it ready? But if it's outside the house, and let's say you're in a park, you would write EXT for exterior. But I think I'm gonna start with the interior location, and then we can go to where it is. What is the location? I'm just gonna make it in the living room. And you write this in all caps. Like, I'm not typing caps lock and I'm not clicking shift. It just automatically gives you capital letters. Like, I'm not clicking any. So, living room, and let's say it's in the daytime. So yes, that's how you set up a scene. Organize like what the scene's gonna be. Let's get on to the action. A screenplay is pretty much a blueprint for a film. A plane has a blueprint. You need to plan out everything that's gonna be on the plane. Same thing with the script. You're gonna plan out what the actors are gonna say. You're gonna plan out the actions. So let's start with the action. My name is Luke. I'm just gonna name it, put myself in the script. Luke, and you can add the last name if you want, Feece. When you introduce a character for the first time in your script, you always capitalize it. And now you can write his age. I'm 26 years old. 26. The reason why you capitalize the age and add 26, and you don't do that later in the film. Like if you were to mention me again, you would just write Luke, right? But the first time you add a character, you capitalize all the letters, 26, add the age. The reason you do that is so people can count how many characters are in like a film. So they say, oh, that's the character. There's only one character in this film. Like this is gonna be a short film, but sometimes scripts can get pretty long. Luke Feece 26 is, and when an action happens, you also capitalize that. How about sitting on the couch watching TV? So we capitalize sitting on the couch watching TV because that's what he's doing. And so when you add dialogue, what the characters say, you go to the dialogue tab. Keep in mind, there's this little thing right here. This is the character tab, dialogue tab, and this will like help you figure out where you put everything. But the character tab is for when the character is gonna say something. So we can return and we can click character. So Luke can say, how about something simple? Like, man, what a boring day. Is nothing to do. Something like that. I don't know, an introduction for the scene. And then we can go, maybe Luke clicks the remote control. So maybe there's like sound effects going on, like different channels being skipped. I don't know why it would be on cable, but so like I'm like clicking the remote and like you hear different channels going on. Maybe I can joke about that, like, why am I watching cable? I don't know, something like that. We hear the news on the television say, and I'm not gonna add dialogue for this. This is just gonna be a voiceover, like me watching the TV and I notice like a newscaster voiceover, it says, Now, or we could go like this. We hear the news on the television. VO for voiceover. And I'm just gonna write news reporter. And I'll put VO in parentheses for voiceover. The news reporter can say unidentified flying object. And then Luke can say crazy. We hear a knock. Who could that be? And then I'm leaving the living room now. So I'm gonna change the location. When you change a location in a scene, you go to transition. Transition, and you can, if you notice in films, sometimes the scene fades to or cuts to, like it transitions out and slowly ripples to a black screen. Or you can just have it cut to. So in this instance, we'll just cut to, and it's gonna open a new scene. And we'll have it INT, entryway day. Oh, we don't have to capitalize Luke anymore. We can just write Luke opens the door and we see an alien. Oh no. Oh wait, I have an idea. So I was originally gonna have the alien attack me, but I have a new idea. What if the alien, yeah, I have a new idea. Luke. And they can say, greetings, we are from the planet Glarpadel. We found reports about intelligent life on this planet. And then Luke can say, I don't know. Humans can be pretty lame. Nah, I don't like that. How about Luke says, what do you want to know about Earth? And maybe there's another alien next to him. I'll just have alien 2. See, how about, actually now I have to add that to the description. We see, it's funny because I'm actually taking an astronomy class at Sierra College. I don't know, I kind of want to go into the direction where the aliens realize we're not that intelligent and leave. The internet is a great way to learn. E-N-D in caps, and that's the script. Now, I'm gonna get on to the pre-production. This lighting actually doesn't look that bad. Also, I'm using a different kind of mic right now. In the tutorial where I was writing a screenplay, I used a lavalier clip mic. But now, I'm using a Rode mic. Not this Rode mic, another Rode mic that's on the camera. So, I'm gonna use that to capture the audio. And I'm just gonna wear what I'm wearing right now for the film. And I think this lighting is pretty okay. Now this location is good, but when I open the door and do the talking to the aliens, I am gonna have to find a location for that. I think I'm gonna do that scene at this door and open the door. Right here. I think that'd be pretty good. Now, I'm gonna get on to the production. What a boring day. There's nothing to do. I might get a close-up of that. What a boring day. There's nothing to do. Wait, why am I watching cable? What is this, 2003? Alright, I'm gonna check the next one. Maybe I'm gonna get a different angle of me sitting on the couch. Oh shit, that's crazy. Now maybe a wider shot. Oh shit, that's crazy. Who could that be? Now I'm gonna get a shot of me walking to the door and opening it. Actually, I do not like that lighting. What if I add more light right here? Because this light is blaring really hard. I'm gonna add a light source so I can get light shining on me so I'm not dark. This is a light I got off the internet. It's a film light and it is pretty bright and it works really well. It also comes with colors that you can place over it to make color light. But I'm just gonna place this right over here. Now, I'm gonna get a shot of me opening the door. And the light is coming from all the way over there. Let's place it back here again. Action. Cut. Now I'm gonna get a still frame because I'm gonna animate the aliens. So I'm pretty much just getting a still frame where they will be standing. Now, I'm gonna say the lines right here. And maybe I'll have to open the door. Yeah, I'll just do it like this. Who are you? What do you want to know about Earth? Well, the internet is a great way to learn about Earth. Here, check out my phone. Next line, what was it? I'm just going back and forth. The next line is God damn it, because the aliens disappear. So I'm just gonna say, maybe I like a behind the shoulder shot. I should do an over the shoulder shot, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Maybe like right. Now, I'm gonna get on to the video editing. I started animating aliens I drew on Adobe Animate and adding their mouth movements to match what they were saying. And I did it behind a red background. So I could make the background transparent, and then I added some shading to the aliens. And then I went on Adobe Premiere Pro and started splicing all the footage together. And then I used the Ultra key to make the background transparent for the aliens. Thank you for watching that. I have bad head, don't judge. I have animation tutorials, and I'm also going to post other forms of media tutorials on this channel. But if you want to see the content I create, such as cartoons and films and music videos and stuff, I have those channels, and I'll put them in the link below. And you can check out those channels too. So stay tuned for more tunes, films, and music, and have a great day.